right, I'm Shawn Mack, back with a look on this day in sports history for May 15th. Before we get started, if you like the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share. It really does help with the algorithm, and it helps out the channel. And I hope you're enjoying it in the studio. I worked hard on it. All right, let's go. In 1938, Buck O'Neil makes his debut playing for the Negro League baseball team, Kansas City Monarchs, at Ruppert Stadium in Kansas City. Got to give the shots out to the Negro Leagues. Small bit of tad bit of information. My boy K-Star actually found this store that has Negro League football apparel. I never knew, and I never was aware that it was actually a Negro League football team. They don't get much props, they don't get much notoriety, so I have to do a little more research, and maybe I'll do a story on that, so stay tuned. Moving on. In 1941, Joe DiMaggio starts his world-famous 56-game hitting streak. The Yankees lost 13-1. Even though that was, what, I don't know, a lot of years ago, 1941, still feel good to hear that the Yankees lost 13-1. Shouts out to Joe DiMaggio. He was the playboy back in the days, dating all the fly women. I don't know, just didn't look like a normal guy. I guess money can't buy you happiness. But I digress. In 1953, in his first World Heavyweight title defense, Rocky Marciano KO's former champion Jersey Joe Walsh in the first round at Chicago Stadium. Make sure I got his name right. Jersey Joe Walsh. All right, I did a little research on him. He was knocking people out. I'm actually going to show a picture where Rocky Marciano is actually on the ground. So he did put him down a few times. I heard they fought twice. It was a heck of a battle. One of Rocky Marciano's toughest challengers. Rest in peace to both of them. We love you, gents. Rest in peace. In 1973, California Angel Nolan Ryan pitches his first no-hitter, beating the Kansas City Royals 3-0. Gotta love. You know what was crazy? Nolan Ryan, around mid-80s, I'm like 86, 87, I'm like 7, 8 years old or whatever, and he looked old then. All the pictures of him look old. I finally found a young one. I hope you enjoyed it. He always looked stressed. Texas man, I'm stressed out. But he could pitch that ball. For all my baseball heads, where do you put it in the comments, where do you think Nolan Ryan actually falls in the all-time of pitchers? Is he top 5? Is he top 10? Is he top 3? And has he broke anyone's top 20? I don't know. To me, growing up, it seemed like he was one of the best. As I got older, you got Seaver, you got all those guys. I'm going to put him in my top 10. Let me know, Kay. I know you're going to watch this. Kay, let me know. Where do you put Nolan Ryan? But I digress. In 1981, the Harlem Globetrotters made their first appearance on Gilligan's Island. Oh boy, I just had to bring this up because I loved the Globetrotters when I was young. I loved them on Scooby-Doo. It was ridiculous. Curling them, I used to love them all. And I wanted to bring up another childhood feeling that I had. I had a crush on actress Dawn Wells, who played Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island. She used to wear the little Daisy Dukes and high shorts, which was like taboo in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, rest in peace to most of them, because most of them has passed away. But I just wanted to mention that the Globetrotters is a sport to me. I grew up loving them. I used to think they could beat anyone. See, Anthony did too. My dad had to tell him he can't beat the Lakers or the Celtics. They're not really playing basketball. Oh, on another note, but the Globetrotters are still going strong. You can catch them out. They still tour the world. Check them out when you get some time. I actually have to do that now. I want to see if I can catch them in my local area. But I digress. In 1991, the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox played, at that time, the slowest 9-inning game with a time of 4 hours and 11 minutes. That's long. So even back in 1991, the game was long. It's still long. The reason I said at that time, because it's been broken within the last 4 years. I think that game was 5 hours and some change. And not extra innings, just a 9-inning game. That's ridiculous. You got to speed up the sport. if you want the younger generation to actually get into baseball. It's almost like they'll choose soccer over baseball, and soccer is one of our worst sports. That's why a lot of the non-Americans are coming here and ruling baseball, and you got to just accept it. It is what it is. Until we make it more interesting and lessen the time, baseball, which used to be America's pastime, has actually passed us by. Moving on. In 1994, at the LPGA Championship, DuPont closed course, Laura Davies of England wins her second major title, 3 strokes ahead of runner-up Alice Ritzman. Got to give shots out to the ladies. Don't you know the LPGA, besides Annika Sorenstam, I hope I'm saying her name right, Annika Sorenstam, I couldn't name one more person that played on that tour. You have Paige, I forget her last name, but the blondie that's always posting stuff. You know, her. She's the most popular women's golfer, and I don't know if she's ever won anything. I don't know. But when I did a little homework on Laura Davies, she went to work back in the 80s. I mean, late 80s and early 90s. So shouts out to her. She won 3 strokes ahead of Alice Ritzman, which was also a great woman golfer. And last but not least, before I get on out of here, in 2010, Jessica Watson at age 16 becomes the youngest person to sail solo, non-stop, unassisted around the world. Now, let me see what I was doing at 16. It definitely wasn't trying to cruise around the world unassisted and non-stop. It probably was getting some Doritos, some pickles, playing some Madden, wondering if that girl liked me, and probably partaking in a little bit of the greenery. And she was sailing around the world at 16. So shouts out to Jessica Watson. You did your thing, girl. Props out. Raise a little tiny roof for you. Little tiny roof. All right. And as always, before I bounce on out of here, get on out of here, jet on out of here, whatever you do to get on out of here, and reckon what I'm saying with my little country accent, you know. I am from New Orleans, so don't think I'm clowning people. Born and raised, I just happen to live up north now. I would like to wish a happy birthday to Ray Lewis. He turned 47 today. And happy birthday to old big head Emmitt Smith. He turned 53 today. Usually I do 2 readings on the birthdays because I think that's enough, but I saw someone else and I want to give him a shout out. And happy birthday to Andy Murray. He turns 35 today. So gentlemen, Ray Lewis, so many jokes there. I'm not gonna go there because it's not funny, but just the SNL skit, I didn't kill a lion. And antlers, and deer antlers. But to me, you're a hero. You did well by the linebacker position. Remind me of the old Singletaries and those guys. And you won 2 Super Bowls, so you did well. And you did well for the black community, so we appreciate you, Ray. Good old Ray Lewis. And Emmitt Smith, I would always say Barry Sanders was better than you. Not sure if this younger generation knew how great you were, because our dads, us as dads, has always said, well, that O-line boy, Barry Sanders had that O-line boy, you know what he'll do? But you still did what you did, and you became one of the great running backs of all time. Top 10 definitely. Stat-wise, you're up in the top 3. So happy birthday, enjoy, Emmitt. And to Andy Murray, seems like you're slowing down a little bit, not winning as many majors. But to me, you're number 1. I like you. Always like you over Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal. I've always liked you over them. So shouts out to Andy Murray. We love you. Happy birthday, gentlemen. Enjoy, Ray. Enjoy your birthday, Emmitt Smith. And enjoy Andy Murray. All right, I've been Shawn Mack, back with a look on this day in sports history for May 15th. And this is Sports Fans Only. Make sure to sub, make sure to like, make sure to share. First down.